Right, let's talk about assets. You'll be familiar with assets because when you were doing work orders, you use assets to link between the work orders and the spares and the likes. But assets are actually more important than just an indexing field. Let's take a look. Going to the summary screen, we'll see our list of work orders. We're in the demo system, so we've only got a handful sitting in here. And as before, we can use our search function to look for our particular asset, or we can do individual filters or searches on the columns in front of us. I'm going to look for the hide puller today. So I write hide in there and hide puller pops up. Let's take a look at what we can see in there. So the important thing to note is that there is a lot more technical detail that's available in here, and this should be where the tradesman is recording his information and going to look for his information when he's confronted with a technical job to do on an asset. So in this case, we're looking at the hide puller. We should be able to see technical tips about it, what works happened before, what spare parts are linked to it, and what resources are available for it. So let's take a look-see. Well, first of all, as you can see, yes, you can add a photo in there. I've just chosen a photo. That's pretty simple to do. Just click on the choose button, and we can add some specific documents here if we wish. Later on, I'll show you how we also do it under the linked resources. Meter readings, you can select meter readings. Over here, we can assign a meter unit, so it might be bottles, boxes, cans, litres, anything you like. We'll put litres. There we go. So now what we're saying is the meter readings we put in here will be in litres. You basically just put in a date and the meter reading, and MainTrak will work out the average units per day. So it'll give you a prediction of where you're at based on your rolling averages. We would use that in maintenance planning to try and set up our date schedules. Once we start doing some work on this hide puller, we'll get the calculated values starting to show up, our mean month-to-date costs, year-to-date costs, and the amount of work that's happened. Let's take a look at the technical notes page. This is the touchstone for tradesmen. In here, anything you write in here is going to be there forever. In this particular example, this machine had these notes added in 1994, and the machine is still running today as we speak. So this technical information is available for the tradesman. Should he get a problem with the machine, in this case, maybe the air foot valve breaks down, there's some fast access there for him. It's all written freehand. There's no computerized fields. What you write is what you get, basically, in there. And I encourage tradesmen to use this as their go-to. Looking on the Work Management tab, the Work Management tab will very quickly show us not only what open work is happening, but we can also look at the history. And we can drill down to any job on here. Let's have a look, see, we'll drill down to job 31, and it was the job of replacing the shaft bearing. So we can look at the detail. We just hit the back button to go back up to the asset. From the Work Management tab, we can also add history on the fly by just clicking on that button there. What it will do is very quickly gather the details from you, what the job was and when it happened. You can add extra details if required, and it'll throw it straight into the history for you. Very handy for if you're looking at a machine and you want to quickly add some history. If we move to the PM task tab, it's the same. We'll see a summary list there of any PM tasks that have been created for this particular asset. PM tasks, you'll learn later on, are actually a template used to create the scheduled work orders going forward. Spares issued will show us any spare parts that have been issued to the particular asset. The Link Spares tab helps us show the connection between our spares inventory and our assets, regardless of what quantities may have been booked out. It shows us the connection between the two. This is very powerful and very important for helping pre-purchase parts going forward. Purchase details. If we've done any purchasing against this asset, it'll be shown there. Linked resources, as per the other areas of MainTrak, we can go from our central library of resources, which could be documents, pictures, PDFs, check sheets, and we can link it from that one central point to this particular asset. Once the resource is linked, we just click on the listing and we'll go straight to the resource. In this case, I'm going to take you to it's just a sample document I've linked. So there we go. That's the main components of the asset register. Thank you.